大家好，这里是 G-Type Games， 我是 Arthur 亚瑟。我们今天来玩一集新的Stanley Parable。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
这一次我想完全照他的走。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
看吧，我走得回来这个 meeting room。我们下次再来看这些 presentation 的 slide 跟这些白板。我要进来了。
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
好了，我们已经知道那个结果了，继续走好了。
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
我好像记得之前有那个密码，好像是2845嘛，忘记了，直接试试看好了。
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
好吧。快点开门啦！哎呦。
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
我还没去过这里。然后嘞，哇，好黑啊！把门关起来了，不能出去了。好吧，可能。
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
上面那个之
Stanley
前
thought
走
to
错的地
himself.
方
Did he have the
还有
strength
Adventure
to
Line 带
find
我去，
out?
就是上面那边嘛。门开了。
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
好奇怪啊！
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
有什么按钮吗？好像也没什么。反正都不能按。走，上去看看。门没有关。
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
都已经走到这边了，照他说的话，我应该是要按 off， 还是按 on 呢？按 off 呢，还是按 on 呢？照他说了一次好了 ，off。哦，好按。好了，把这个 mic control 关掉了，然后呢？
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
的说法来走的话，就会得到这样子的 ending.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. 然后呢？ 哦，所以照他说的走，就是完全照他的故事去走，其实是好像距离好像很短，然后又回到这边就可以再继续了。好，这一集先做到这边，还没按 subscribe， 请在下面按下 subscribe， 可以在下面留言，按下 like， 我们下一集见，拜。